Welcome, my dear students. As we have already completed our entire syllabus regarding methods of working coal subject as per C18 curriculum, I told that I will be revising the topics whichever we have completed in the previous video classes, but I have got some of the appeals from your senior students and also current some of second year mining student diploma mining students also. They asked me to upload videos regarding mine ventilation subject bits, so I am concentrating on that from today, because in this month or in next month you may be going to face ESET examination, that is the entrance for your higher education. So regarding that, keeping that in point of view, I am going to start the video classes, and where we discuss many bits that which will be helpful for you to score good marks in your ESET entrance examination. And these video classes will also be helpful for the second year students also, as some of the second year mining students have also applied for ESET examination. They can just give the attempt for the ESET examination, so this will be helpful for that guys also who have applied for ESET examination. And the bits whichever we discuss in the video classes today and hereafter, they are not only helpful for the ESET examination, but it will help for you in gas testing examination in your future, and that will also be helping for you to prepare well for other competitive mining examinations like JMET examinations, MGT, and also other Sardar competency examinations. So be more concentrated and be more focusing on the video classes which I am going to upload from today. Okay, now today we are going to discuss regarding the mixture of gases in the mine ventilation, and we'll be discussing regarding the dams. That means what are the mixture of gases present in the mine, what are the gases that are emitted from the mine through return airway, and what are the gases present in the intake air of the underground mine. We'll be discussing regarding that, and I will be teaching you each and every bit in the form of concept oriented, so that it will be very easy for you to remember during the examination. And each and every bit will be in the form of multiple choice question for you, that will make you gain more knowledge by discussing the wrong answers also. So let us get into the subject today. This is first video class. Okay. The first multiple choice question is the oxygen percentage in the intake air is, it is nothing but 20.93% is the answer. How can you say that the oxygen percentage is 20.93% in the intake air? Intake air, what is intake air? Intake air is nothing but the atmospheric air which is present in the general atmosphere on our planet. We will be sending or forcing that atmospheric air into the mine for the purpose of ventilating effectively each and every working place inside the underground mine. So by this we can understand that whatever the percentage of oxygen is present in the general atmospheric air, the same percentage of oxygen will be presented in the intake air of the mine. So now let us discuss what is the composite mixture of atmospheric air, that is nothing but intake air. The composite mixture of atmospheric air is, we will be having different types of mixture. The major components are oxygen and nitrogen and carbon dioxide, and a slight traces of inert gases are also available in the general atmospheric air. So now let us discuss what is the composition of that particular mixture of the atmospheric air. Let us discuss what is the percentage of nitrogen in the atmospheric air. It is 79.04 approximately, and the percentage of oxygen in the general atmospheric air is 20.93%. Here you can link it. The same atmospheric air is being sent in to the mind through the intake airway. Now they have asked us the question, the oxygen percentage in intake air. So what is the oxygen percentage in intake air? The same, it is the percentage which is containing in the general atmospheric air. It is 20.93%. So the answer is 3. It is 20.93. Let us go to next question. Yes. Now what is the percentage in return air of the same oxygen? See, the percentage of oxygen in the intake air is nothing but the same percentage of oxygen in the general atmospheric air. If we consider the percentage of oxygen in the return airway, then we can quote it as 20.28, approximately 20.28. We can see here, while we are sending the oxygen into the mind, the percentage of oxygen is 20.93. But while the oxygen is coming out of the mind through return airway, its percentage is reduced to 20.28. And I'm not making it clear, I'm not making it sure that in all the minds, in all the return airways, the oxygen percentage in the return airway will be as 20.28% is false. I have considered these parameters from one of the underground mine located in my area. Then this oxygen percentage in the return airway will be varying from mine to mine, but definitely the oxygen percentage in the return airway will be in the reduced percentage as it is compared to the oxygen percentage which is sent to the mine through intake airway. The oxygen percentage in intake air is more than the oxygen percentage coming out from return air. So what are the reasons of reduction in oxygen percentage which we collected from the return airway? So in the return airway, obviously the oxygen percentage will be in reduced form. That means in the percentage which is slightly lower or more lower than the percentage of oxygen which we sent into the mine through intake airway. This is because the oxygen which we sent into the mine through intake airway, a partial negligible percentage of oxygen will be utilized by the workers for the purpose of respiration, and slight amount of oxygen percentage will be leaked into the sealed off areas or may be breathed in by the pillars. That is nothing but breathing of pillars may also takes place. That means pillars of coal absorbs oxygen to undergo spontaneous heating. In that way also oxygen percentage may be reduced. And in some cases, if machinery is used in mines, that machinery like diesel combustion engines, if they are used in mines, in order to operate that machinery also needs intake of oxygen for the purpose of ignition in the combustion chamber. And also there are many such cases. If there is fire area in the underground coal mine, then the continuous burning of that fire in the underground coal mine, that will consumes certain amount of oxygen. There are many such kind of parameters how the oxygen percentage is reduced in the underground coal mine return airway. So here, as we have sent 20.93 of oxygen through intake airway, and through return airway we will be getting 20.28% of oxygen, slightly reduced percentage of oxygen. Almost more than 0.50% of oxygen has been reduced. So the answer is 1. Next, coming to decay of timber by fungus growth is caused by. The answer is, it is caused due to absorption of O2. As I have told you in the previous bit that coal pillars may be subjected to spontaneous heating. Spontaneous heating is nothing but oxidation of coal. Oxidation of coal is nothing but coal absorbs oxygen and releases heat and carbon dioxide. That is nothing but coal is also being subjected to decaying process. In terms of coal, we will be naming it as spontaneous combustion or spontaneous heating. So here in terms of timber, we will be calling it as decaying. So decaying of timber is nothing but decomposition of the timber material. So in order to carry out the process of decomposition, in order to carry out the process of decaying, definitely the bacteria, which is the reason for decaying of timber, needs oxygen. So here O2 absorption is the answer in this bit. So decaying of timber by fungus growth is caused by O2 absorption. The answer is 2. Next, coming to fourth question for today. Each 1% reduction in oxygen percentage results in about the depletion from the light. That is, answer is 30%. See, each 1% reduction in oxygen. First of all, let us discuss regarding the concept of this bit. See, in order to keep the fire keep on glowing, then definitely that needs oxygen. In order to keep the fire glowing, we need 3 elements. One is fire, that is nothing but ignition source. Another one is combustible material, and the third one is oxygen. If these 3 elements come together, then only the fire will be ignited. If any one of the element is absent, then there is no chances of ignition of any fire. So in these 3 elements, we have discussed that oxygen is also one of the element. So if there is no presence of oxygen, then obviously there is no chance of fire or light. Fire is nothing but, in turn, it is light. So in the underground, we will be using, in the underground coal mines, we will be using flame safety lamp, which is having a small flame in it, giving light for the workers during their workings in the previous days. But now these flame safety lamps are exclusively used for detection of gases like methane gas and sometimes black damp, that means carbon dioxide, and deficiency of oxygen can also be detected by using this flame safety lamp. So in the flame safety lamp, we are having a lamp which is lighted. So in the 3 elements, which are the reasons for the ignition of a flame, if one element is oxygen, if the oxygen percentage is reduced, then what happens? I am not completely detecting oxygen element, but I am reducing the percentage of oxygen as one of the element. Then obviously, in turn, what happens? What happens is, obviously the light or the fire will also be reduced. More amount of oxygen, then huge light. There will be increase in the light also. If there is less amount in light, if there is less amount of oxygen, then obviously the light will also be getting decreased. In terms of flame safety lamps also, oxygen percentage will also be reduced. Light percentage will also be reduced if the oxygen percentage is reduced. So we have already discussed why the oxygen percentage is reduced in the mine. So each 1% reduction in oxygen results in about depletion from the light is 30%. 1%, if oxygen is reduced by 1% in the mine, then automatically in all the flame safety lamps, used in the mine where the oxygen percentage is reduced, in that flame safety lamp the light percentage will be diminished or depleted by 30%. And the answer is 3. And the next question is, the light of oil lamps is extinguished when oxygen percentage is falls to, answer is 17.5%. As we all know, a common standard of ventilation that in any part of the mine during the mining operations, if the ventilation network is maintained at any point of the entire ventilation network, at no place there should not be less than 19% of oxygen at any point in the entire ventilation network. So 19% is the standard one. So if we consider the first option here, if there is 19%, then the light of the flame safety lamp, oil lamps are nothing but flame safety lamps which we use in underground coal mines. So they will be glowing, so that may not be extinguished. If the oxygen percentage continues to fall further, then automatically, when the oxygen percentage reaches to 17.5%, then flame safety lamp will be again completely extinguished. See, for example, let us assume that if the intake air is having 21% of oxygen, there is 1% reduction in the oxygen in intake air. Then in the 100% of light, if we have already discussed in the previous bit, if 1% of oxygen is reduced, then automatically 30% of light will be gone. That is nothing but, now the oxygen percentage has come to 20%, then light has diminished by 30%, then remaining is 70%. Now if again the oxygen percentage drops by one more percentage, that means oxygen percentage has come down to 19. Next 30% will be reduced. That is nothing but, now the oxygen percentage, now the percentage of light in the flame safety lamp has come down to 40%. That means 60% has been already reduced. Now if one more percentage of oxygen is being reduced, there is drop in one more percentage of oxygen, then automatically again 30% will be reduced. Finally there will, that means when the oxygen percentage is up to 18%, then only 10% of the light will be existing in flame safety lamp. If there is fall of again 0.5% of oxygen, that means it will be coming to 17.5%, then automatically the entire flame safety lamp will be shut off. So the answer is 17.5%. Next, mining laws in India require that mine air should contain minimum percentage of oxygen, whichever I have already told you now. This is the part of standards of ventilation.